4 new irons. They're the 712 series. 700 stands for irons, typically with Titleist, just like 900s we use for metal woods, and 12 is sort of the series year 2012 that we introduced. So AP1, AP2, CB, and MB. The AP irons specifically, we've worked really hard to improve the forgiveness, the stability, the playability, however you want to characterize that. You know, they're multi-material designs, and we're always looking for more efficient ways to use the different materials and the densities and where the weights are located. And we've really made some improvements sort of under the hood on these irons.
And we really have used the AP platform to showcase our technology.
You look at the back and you may think, oh, they haven't changed much at all, but underneath there we've changed a lot, and we'll begin to show some of that as we get closer to launch. But the stability has improved, and really what that does for iron play is players are looking for distance control. So, you know, the higher the moment of inertia, the more the forgiveness, the more the stability, the better distance control you're going to get. If you hit it a little bit off center, you're typically going to get more consistent ball speed and better distance control. In terms of the 2 new traditional blade irons, CB and MB, you know, those are great products. They're actually sort of they're the #1 and #2 models in play on the PGA Tour. So you don't want to radically change those. Those are sort of the bread and butter models out here. You know, the top players in the world really like those. So we try to kind of evolve them, and that's what we've done here. We've made some refinements. We listen for player feedback, but we don't want to radically change those irons because they're good as they are, you know, as indicated by our counts.
You know, with as much play as these irons get on tour, there was kind of a like, hey, you know, let's not mess them up first and foremost, and let's try and make them better where we can based off the feedback that we get from tour.
We've changed the finish to a more satin chrome finish, which we've had great comments from the players on that. And specifically on the MB, we took a look at the trailing edge on the sole, and we've narrowed it up a little bit, relieved it a little bit in the back, and that just makes, you know, turf contact, ground contact a little bit more crisp.
Really, it goes through the turf a little bit easier. It's easier to use from a variety of different conditions, different lies. That's really what we're talking about there.
Performance is all about balance for our audience. They want the right ball flight, they want the right launch conditions, but they also want the right looks, sound, and feel. So you have to balance those aspects, and we try to do that. We try to make our irons designs, like all Titleist clubs, very well balanced. They perform well, they have great technology, very sophisticated weighting, but when you put it down in the playing position, it looks like a Titleist golf club, and that's certainly important to us.